Naturally, we'll get into our semester projects. That should be on your list of Revit things that are going to pull right up in the beginning. And today we're going to look at a couple of different assemblies. We're going to look at some wall assemblies, but we're also going to look at the ceilings as well. So for today, let's go to the first floor of our building, right? And when we're in the first floor of our building, we can see the floor that's below, but we don't have any walls that are set up yet. So let's try and set up some logical walls on this level, right? And this won't be our final design, but it's going to get us started. So notice right here in this corridor, what do we have? We have a distance, and if we put a annotation on there, that distance should be 5 foot. And we're going to maintain 5 foot corridors anywhere that we are on this building. It's going to be 5 foot or larger. All right. So what we want to look at, if we go over to architecture and go to wall, and we go to wall architectural, notice that what we're given in here are several what? Several partitions that are in here. Some of them are partitions for wood stud walls, some of them are partitions for metal. Now, our partitions in this particular building can be wood or metal. Now, I want to stop the video and talk about something. So, what we're going to do is we are going to look at this 1 hour partition, this 4 7/8, and see what's making it up. Okay? So, when I do that, if I go to edit type and I look at the structure, notice that what's there? That 3 5/8 inch metal stud that we just talked about and drew on the board and sketched. And on either side, we have a gypsum wall board that's 5/8 of an inch. For right now, we're going to use that 1 hour partition, right? And what I'm going to do is I am going to draw a line so far over, and right now I'm going to come out 10 feet and stop. And then I'm going to place a dimension on here, okay? From this wall all the way to here, and then I'm going to change that dimension, wall face to wall face, to 10 feet. And then I want to stop the video and talk for a moment why I'm using that 10-foot dimension. So what we just discussed, everyone, is that if we looked at an occupancy load table and we looked at a business occupancy, okay, business areas are 100 gross, which means a 10 by 10 space or a 9 by 12 space or even a 9 by 11 doesn't quite do it all the way, get you close, but usually a 9 by 12 space will. Okay, so I'm going to draw another wall. I'm going to create similar, and I'm going to drop another dimension on here, right? Whoops, I'm not going to drop it on that, but that's better. I'm going to put another align dimension. Face of wall, remember, have this checked to wall faces when you do the dimension. That's 10 by 10. That's suitable for an office. Now we need a corridor on this side of it, right? So I'm going to draw another wall where if I put a dimension, right, aligned, oops, I'm awfully close, I got to zoom in, there we go, to here, and then align from here to here, I can come in and change that dimension to 5 feet, and I can come in and change that dimension by clicking on the item to 5 feet, okay? Then what I can do here, if I would like, is I can grab this partition, right? I can do a number of different things. I can grab this partition, drag it by its grip all the way down this portion of the building right here, okay? And then I can grab that partition and I can say, copy that partition from the center, right? Do I want to do a center 10 feet or do I want to do it by the face, right? Well, here's what doesn't really matter. You know, I can copy multiple and I don't even have to look. right? I can come in here and do that one at 11'6", and this one that far, and this one so far. And then what I can do is come in here and say, give me an aligned dimension from here to here, right? And then I can get one from here to here. And then I can get one from here to here. And then I can get another one from here to here. And we're going to see how many offices we get out of this. So if I click on the wall and say change this to 10 feet, right? And then I click on the wall and I say change this to 10 feet. And then I click on the wall and say give me 10 feet here, right? And then I'm starting to get close now. If I did that, we know that is not going to work. This is our stairwell on the other end that we won't populate for quite a while because this is going to be one of our rescue stairwells. Well, they both will be, but this will be one of the primary ones. We know we can't get that close, right? So we're going to delete this last one for now, and then we're just going to trim up that. And we're finding out that we can get 1, 2, 3, 4 offices that are 10 by 10 along this portion of the wall before we start adjusting and making a corridor space and some other things out here. So what I want you to do is go ahead in and try and get that little outline done, and then we'll move on to the next video. I have spoken.